Hey team, this is George. I hope you're enjoying the first 4 weeks of our class. I hope they've been meaningful. We're in week 4 now. We have a couple interesting things that are coming up. Naturalistic observation is due next week. Um, it'll actually be Monday in week 6, but it gives us all of week 4 and 5 to make sure we're working on it. So let's take a look at that real quick. Here's our naturalistic observation paper. A couple things that you want to keep in mind are you have the form, which is this is a blank form, and it gives you the 5 because the minimum amount of observations is 5. Doesn't mean that you have to observe 5 different sets of people in whatever stage of life they're in, but you have to make 5 separate observations minimum about that, so you can make them all while just looking at one set group of people. And here it also has naturalistic synergy observation and sample paper. Always love a good sample paper. So here you go right here. So you can go through that and you could look at it and read the synergy piece and kind of glean anything from that that you want on the best ways to write that. So it's the piece here, it's just kind of your conclusions that you're drawing, if you will. It's stating kind of what happened, how it went, and it's just a summary of everything that happened and any conclusions that you can draw from it. So think of it just like the summary, so a narrative statement on how everything went is what that is. And this is a great week to do this, because so far all we have this week is our discussion. So we're going to jump into that naturalistic observations. So far we only have the one discussion that is due. So let's also start thinking about your interview as well for lifespan development. In our interview instruction, hopefully you've chosen someone so far, and think about getting the informed consent form done as well. And here's the instructions. It's going to, your assignment. Think about these questions here and think about how you're going to ask them. Are you going to ask them directly like this? Um, let's say, have you ever experienced ageism? Maybe they don't understand what that means, so you can ask the question, have you ever experienced someone not treating you fairly because of your age, or whatever would be meaningful to them is kind of how you need to phrase those questions. But ask those questions and use these in your paper. Use these as headers: experience ageism, developmental task, uh, life review. Which of the following theories appears to be most accurate? So you could say most accurate theory, changes. So you can use all these as headers so you know exactly that you have the details that you need for the paper. And it's only going to be 3 to 4 pages, double spaced APA format. So 3 to 4 page paper. It's just a summary of all that you've learned from this person, because we can learn quite a bit from people um, who've gone through life. We can glean quite a bit from that. So start thinking about this, your individual late adulthood assignment as well, and your signature assignment. Here, I'll go over this in a few more days, our signature assignment. So this week, really dive into your interview and your naturalistic observation, because the more you can get ahead on these, the less you have to worry about it. So any questions, just give me a call, text, or email, and have a fantastic week.